Hello everybody, welcome. News, the passing of Denis Law. I have just been live, done a little piece on it, paid my respects. Yeah, obviously Denis Law was an absolute legend of the club, part of the United trinity. You know, helped us win the First Division 1965 and 1967 and the FA Cup in 1963. So I am going to raise a glass of red wine to Denis Law. Gone but never forgotten. Yeah, really sad day here. For Manchester United, for football, and for all the family of Denis Law. But anyway, let's get straight into it. This is the Manchester United Southampton reaction. I mean, yeah, Manchester United beat Southampton 3-1. The game completely doesn't justify the final score. An absolute diabolical game, to be fair. Listen, I'm going to be brutally honest here. That's why I've created the channel, for honesty, my own opinion, and to bring unity back in the fan base. I think it's really divided. But yeah, first of all, I'd just like to thank everybody for liking, subscribing, watching all the videos. Honestly, it means the world to me. Really taken back by all the support. I have had a very busy week at work. I was supposed to go live at Old Trafford after the game, but the security were kicking us out, so we didn't have a chance of going live. I am having a glass of red wine tonight. Cheers to everybody that's watching. But yeah, let's get into the game. Do you know what's really funny? I was actually really looking forward to the game. It was it's making me laugh, especially in my pre-match. It seems like a lifetime ago since the Newcastle game, and I was feeling positive after the last two games. I know they were both draws, but we're feeding off scraps at the minute as Manchester United fans, so I was really looking forward to the game. But yeah, let's say Manchester United brought us back down to earth with an absolute shambolic performance, as far as I'm concerned. Listen, it was. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It were absolutely terrible. The game was absolutely terrible. The first half, Southampton absolutely dominated the play. They always looked the better team. You know, better at passing, transitioning. They had the much better attacks. You know, completely different to the Manchester United team that we'd seen in the past two games. Yeah, like I say, in my pre-match, I said I was intrigued about how Man United react to the previous two games. Obviously, they were expected to win. I was really intrigued to see how they'd break the teams down with teams that sit back. But to be fair, Southampton didn't sit back at all. They stuck it on us completely. And it's no wonder, really, when we've lost 3 out of 3 home games at Old Trafford. I mean, I'm not being funny, everyone fancies to beat us at the minute. But here's a stat for you. So, it was 91 years since Man United lost more than 3 home games in a row. Now, I was sat in the stand. I was stood in the stand, and I was talking to all the lads around me. I says, can you imagine if we go 4 games on the bounce at Old Trafford, losses, and then the last one to hit the nail in the coffin would have been against the bottom of the league, Southampton. That's not taking anything against Southampton, by the way. But just imagine. I want to talk about Rasmus Højlund. I do want to talk about Rasmus Højlund. In my pre-match, I made it clear that I thought Xerxes should start, and my point was proven right. I'm not hating on Rasmus Højlund, but he's just not good enough. I'm not being funny or anything. He's just 100% not good enough. And do you know what? I've supported Rasmus Højlund so much in saying he's not getting the service, how much he needs time. But for me, he's getting more than enough service. It's even more exaggerated, especially when you're watching it live when you're at the ground. His first touch just isn't good enough. And smash like if you agree, his first touch isn't good enough. Gives the ball away. He's nowhere near strong enough. He leaves himself so open for 50-50 challenges. And I was thinking to myself, you know, when you watch it at home on the TV, I'm thinking, you know, that's a foul, or, you know, he's getting like dominated. But when you watch it back properly, he leaves his body so open for the defender just to hit him with a 50-50 tackle, and it's just amateur, especially from a striker's point of view. But I think he needs to rest. You know, he needs to recuperate, focus on the just focus on the basics. His first touch, his passing. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. He did have one good run in the first half. I mean, Garnacho did miss a sitter. I'm not going to hate on Garnacho, but Garnacho missed a sitter. And do you know what? It was worse on the TV than it was at the ground. I thought it looked a lot closer at the ground, but he's got it at the target there. Onana, by the way, well, like in my pre-match, I thought Bayindir should have started. Onana kept us in the game in the first half. Onana definitely kept us in the game. He made some absolutely fantastic saves. And to be fair, we could have been 3-0 down at half time. I'm laughing about it now because I can laugh about it. Yeah, me match reaction would have been a lot different if we'd lost. Yeah, Ruben Amram were going absolutely nuts on the sideline. You wouldn't have been able to see it. It didn't really show you a lot. Yeah, he wasn't happy. And you know what? I'd have been doing the exact same. You know, come down. You know, the past two games, you look at Liverpool, you look at Arsenal, Manchester United matched him. They were fighting as a team. They come to Old Trafford against bottom of the league, and they just look absolutely shambolic. And I'm not even exaggerating here. It were like Sunday League football. It was slow. It was lethargic. They even looked leggy. I mean, I don't know why, but they just looked really leggy. Yeah, obviously at half time, I was... Wait, get out. Sorry, my dog's just wanting some fuss. Yeah, obviously at half time, I was very worried. And I was questioning our team at the bottom of the league could come to Old Trafford and obviously dominate us like that. But it's no coincidence most teams been doing it. It's no coincidence that any team in the Premier League could come to Old Trafford and get a result. Obviously, so the second half. So I thought the second half was pretty much identical to the first half. Southampton were pushing the pace. They looked a lot more dangerous. And that's who, I can't even pronounce his name, that's Sulmana, whatever his name is. Comment if you know his real name or can pronounce it better. He was having an absolute field day on that left-hand side. He was ripping through the defence on several occasions. We looked really vulnerable. And do you know what? We were very fortunate not to fall further behind. And I've got to talk about the Anthony chance. I don't really want to talk a lot about Anthony if I have to, but the Anthony chance was an absolute joke. I mean, we were laughing about it in the stands, but I mean, how do you not score that? Why did he even go to ground? He doesn't even have to go to ground there. It's a basic finish, and like you say, he can't even do the basics right. Never mind, you know. Never mind the hard stuff. Joshua Zirkzee, I want to talk about Joshua. Get down. Sorry about that, my dog's just trying to jump on the table. Yeah, I want to talk about Zirkzee. I think Joshua Zirkzee definitely changed the game. Holding the ball up perfectly, very skillful. And he would doing the basics that I'd want in a strike, you know, hitting the wingers. He looked a lot more threatening than Rasmus. He had the defenders backtracking. I think that Joshua Zirkzee should start against Brighton. I will do my pre-match reaction with the Brighton game, but that'll probably be tomorrow. Amad Diallo, we've got to talk about Amad Diallo. I think Amad Diallo's easily the player of the season for Manchester United. It's not even negotiable. And do you know what's really crazy when you think about it is we nearly lost Amad Diallo through Ten Hag. He nearly ruined his football career. I mean, what an absolute revelation Amad Diallo's been. Without Amad Diallo, I know he's carrying Man United a little bit at the minute, but I don't want it to go to his head too much. I want him to stay grounded, like Amrin said. Just stay grounded. Just keep improving, keep learning. Obviously, he is a game changer, and he has been on a consistent basis. I hope the fan base don't ruin him. I've wanted to get this point in so bad. Our fan base is so cliquey and divided. They get behind a player for, like, you know, so many games. As soon as they have like an off game, the fan base just jump on the players. He's shit, he's that, this, that and the other. Just back your players, especially the young ones as well. Diallo, Garnacho, all these young players that are coming through, just back them. Even if you just got to give him time. And I do think that Amad Diallo's got the potential to be world class, by the way. And you can clip that. I've got to talk about Bruno Fernandes, and this wound me up like you would not believe. So we 1-0 down. I think there was about 15 minutes to go. We hadn't scored yet. We got a foul, and Bruno Fernandes is arguing with the ref. And Maguire's put the ball down to play it, but Fernandes is just, it's like chasing the ref, waving his arms around like this. I'm like, Bruno, bro, what are you doing? Literally, he's give you the free kick. We're losing 1-0 against Southampton, bottom of the league. What are you arguing with the ref for? It's just embarrassing. But we are very lucky to come away with the 3 points. Obviously, I am over the moon with the 3 points. But let's talk about the Brighton game. So obviously, there needs to be a wake-up call. There's no two ways about that. There has to be a wake-up call. I think if we play like that against anyone in the Premier League, we're going to get our arses handed to us. There's no two ways about that. I think Ruben Amorim has to spend in January, and I think the players or the Deadwood have to leave Manchester United. And I know that's a pretty steep statement, but I think all the players that shouldn't be there should definitely be given the opportunity to leave. I do want to talk about the Garnacho transfer. I mean, I've made it very clear in my previous video what I think about the Garnacho transfer. I am very against it. I've said it many a times. I am very against the Garnacho transfer. I think if Ineos in the hierarchy of Manchester United allowed this transfer to go through, I think it could be an absolute catastrophe for Manchester United. Letting one of your homegrown players, letting him go first off is a mistake. But I've heard rumours about Chelsea. I've heard several news outlets mentioning Chelsea. We've already let Jadon Sancho go to Chelsea, rightfully so, by the way. But why on earth would you let a player go to one of your rivals and pay half his wages? Make that make sense? It don't make sense, does it? So obviously I will be at Old Trafford for the Brighton game this Sunday. Make sure everyone tune in for the pre-match. I will be doing a pre-match outside of Old Trafford. On all my shorts as well, everyone keep liking, keep subscribing. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for supporting the channel. Like I say, I haven't been doing it very long, but the support I've been getting, all the likes, all the views, really appreciate all the support. I am going to wrap it up here. Stay tuned for the pre-match. Brighton versus Manchester United. Like I say, I will be live at Old Trafford this Sunday. Smash a like, everybody. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.